Hashem, we're starting a new week. We, of course, ended off the week with a nice, interesting twist where, we wanted to fulfill the mitzvah of Vayikbal libo b'darkei Hashem, that it's a mitzvah that to show off good things that you do, but also in the name of Hashem, but also to be clean. And we offered a deal to the Reshaim, Asher Meza and his partner in crime, Moshe Otero, to ask them to provide us proofs, provide the world proofs that we're charging $10,000 per conversion.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000, 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
And as I told you, we're expecting something interesting. You know, we said we're going to offer them a lot of money, since all they care about is they constantly mention how much money they think I have in my pocket. It's very interesting how people always care about how much money I have rather than how much money they have. But nonetheless, they say that we're making millions of dollars off of conversions.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000, 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
And anyone that has dealt with me in regards with conversions, which Baruch Hashem has been many people, knows that we charge exactly $0. We've never charged a single dollar for conversions. The Bet Din charges money, but even that we try to help the people with in regards to see if we can get them the discounts, whatever we can do to put a good word, because the Bet Din doesn't pay us a single dollar. But Asher Meza and Moshe Otero refuse to believe that. They believe that they know the tricks, as Moshe Otero said in another video.
My issue with you is not so much the conversion amount of money you charge or you make out of them, be it $1,000 or $2,000, and even if you hold their certificate of conversion to extended periods of 2 to 3 years to make sure they don't leave your shul. We know that trick as well, but that's not the point. I'm glad you're involved in conversion and you're helping bring more Jews that are out there in, even though at a very hefty amount. Now, I'm sure people out there who have gone through your program will probably speak up, and I welcome people to let people know, let the truth be known, because I'm all about let the truth be known, not this this gimmick of I'll give you $400,000 if you can bring up and show a check. Come on, Yaron. We know how the conversion business is all about and how it works. My gosh, I used to work with Rabbi Lehrfield. I know how it's done. I know how rabbis like yourself will come and speak to the Bet Din and get the kickbacks and get all the goodies under the hand, as it were, and then say, oh, I'm not making any money. Come on, I know the tricks, I know the trade, I know what you've gone through. This is why I have gone and said, you know what, we've got to help to gear them without making a penny. Now, good for you. You may have a big donor, someone that's underwriting these conversions. And if that's the case, that should go to you. But I still get calls from people complaining of the 10,000 levels, of the $2,000 level. There's different levels. You're willing to negotiate. You're like a used car salesman. I can't get 10,000, I'll get 5,000. Can't get 5,000, I'll get 2,000. Can't get 2,000, give me $1,000. I'll prolong your conversion and hold to the papers. Now tell me you didn't do that.
Instead of responding with the evidence that you should have, if you're going to make such bold claims by saying that, in multiple videos, that you know for sure that I charge this $10,000 or even $20,000 per person for conversion.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000, 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
What did they say? Like two school children, they made 3 different videos saying, oh, maybe he charges this way, maybe he charges that way. We heard it from people.
There's I believe 3 families he converted here in South Florida that at the end of the day couldn't afford the conversion, and he refused to give them the certificates.
Who's he? Who's he? The Beit Din or Yaron?
Yaron.
Okay.
So
Now,
this you know for a fact? You
no.
told them?
No, okay. Well, yes, people told me about the story.
Wait, so Yaron gives the certificate? I thought the Beit Din
I don't know the insides of the story. So I'm just telling you what I heard from reputable people. That's it. Now, on that basis, by the simple fact that I'm not saying it's a fact, I'm just telling you that this is what I heard.
when I just stated information that I was told by many other people that his program charges at least $10,000 per person. Whether he keeps the money or the court does, I don't care. But for this, the sensitive little giant is going to get all his feathers ruffled, right? And that number is nothing new. 10,000 is a going rate for most of these online rabbis. And yes, local courts, when you live in a community, would charge you perhaps up to $2,000. But for this online program, or these type of online programs, this is the standard, 10,000.
You heard it from people? Have you ever heard the halacha of Lashon Hara? Have you ever heard the halachot of Lashon Hara, or halachot of Rechilut? Have you read those before, or you discount those just like you do the rest of the Torah? But that, my friends, is what we expected. This is the reason why when I told you that there is a donor that's willing to pay them $10,000 for every single proof that they provide that we charge $10,000 or really any amount.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000. 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
There was no worry and there was no check to be written because there is no proof that exists. It's funny because some of our students reached out to us and said, Rabbi, I'm sorry that you're dealing with these losers, and also that I forgot to pay you the $10,000.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000. 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
You know, it's just so ludicrous, and it's not even a matter of proving them wrong for their sake. I know that they're really lost cases, especially after the last 3 videos that they came out, where they pretty much admit that their entire foundation for trying to, destroy our name and spread rumors and so on, the entire foundation of it is falling apart because it doesn't exist. They heard something from somebody. That's all they have. They don't have any checks. They don't have any email. They don't have anything. They simply, because it doesn't exist. But what do they say? They're going to continue pressing it. And Otero writes in a comment, no, maybe he charges $9,999, or maybe he charges $5,000, or maybe he just will tell us what he charges. Well, the reality is, as I've told people what I charge from day one, the amount is $0. That's it. We don't charge for conversion. We simply feel bad that people are going to go through a process that's already difficult enough with their family, with their livelihood, with their job, with their way of living and so on. For us to make money on it is not exactly the way that we're looking to make money. It's simply not. If somebody wants to donate, they're more than welcome to. But the reality is, not a single person has ever been, told that we're not going to help them because they don't have any money to donate or to give or to anything. But Moshe Otero and Meza stand with their cases, just like Datan va'Aviram in last week's parasha, Parashat Korach, where Moshe Rabbeinu went to Datan and Aviram, specifically trying to talk to them, telling them that they're wrong. What do they say? They responded in the parasha, even if you take our eyes out, we're still not going to come. We're still not going to do tshuva. And unfortunately, that's what Meza and Otero did. That's what Reshaim do. Even the Gemara says, even at the gate of Gehenom, they do not do tshuva. And the only reason we bring this up time and time again is simply because of you, not because of them. I personally believe they're lost cases. They're lost cases. All they want is to get more attention. Asher wants a debate, like some Christian. He wants to debate
With these loser rabbis, which I've challenged all to a debate, and they won't debate because they know they will lose. That's just the way it is. Meza doesn't lose debates, okay? And it's not because I think I'm brighter than anyone, but it is because I think I'm more intellectually honest than other people.
What are we debating? You have a different religion I care less about. There's nothing to debate. And I've told this to people 1,000,000 times. It's as far as debating, why would you debate with a liar that spreads rumors?
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000. 10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
It's another issue. And last but not least, one of the reasons that he's not qualified to debate, which we'll talk about later today. But the reason why we mention these things is because it is important for the viewers that unfortunately do not know what to believe. It's important once in a while to show the viewers what's true and what's not. If a person is going to go out of their way and multiple times say something, and you say, you know what, you keep saying this, let's put your money where your mouth is. Show us the proof for what you say. You say that Yaron Reuven is taking $10,000 from people. Show it.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000.
$10,000.
For $10,000.
10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000
Instead of showing it, what do they say? They start crying about the fact that no, maybe it's a different way. We know the tricks. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And again, the offer stands, and in fact, it increases. It increases now for you guys. We're now going to pay $50,000. $50,000 for every single person that they can bring a legitimate proof that we charge the money for conversion in any way. Whether it's the Bet Din gave me money, a single dollar, any money, forget the $10,000, any money, a single dollar that the Bet Din gave me. Or the person paid me money for the sake of conversion, not he donated money out of his own heart. If he donated money out of his own heart, that's his business. I didn't tell him to donate, that he has to donate for me to help him. But if you're telling me that I charged him some type of membership fee, because they say maybe I have a membership fee, a monthly fee that you have to pay in order to deal with me. Hashem only knows how many hundreds of people I deal with every single day and help them for free and never even get a donation for years and simply continue to help. But they say, well, there's a membership fee or there's a Bet Din fee or there's some type of other scam. I don't know. How do they know all these scams? Maybe you're the one you should be looking in the mirror instead. But nonetheless, Rabotai Karim, if they can prove in any way, shape, or form that the Bet Din gave me any money or anybody ever gave me any money for the sake of conversion, please provide the evidence. You'll get $50,000 per person. Per person. So you can find a family of 5, 6, 7, 18, 20 people in a family, you got yourself $1 million. You could buy a nice house over here in Genom that you live in, where you could buy a nice house for $1 million. But the reality is, Rabotai, they'll never have anything because it doesn't exist. If I made money off of conversion, I'd be happy to tell you about it. It's another way to pay for the yeshiva. Quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with charging for conversion. It requires an enormous amount of work to prepare the people, to sponsor them, to help them, to answer their questions and so on. We simply chose not to because my Rav says no, and I do as my Rav says. Simple. We don't charge a membership fee. We don't charge a, appreciation fee. We don't charge you're a non-Jew fee. We don't charge you are a Jew. We don't charge any fees. You want to donate, you can donate. You don't want to donate, don't donate. Simply, we care less about it. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu provides one way or the other. That's the reason why, Baruch Hashem, our organization has so much blessing. But people that have Ayin Hara, like Asher and Otero, can't fathom and understand how is it that they're growing so fast, how is it that they're doing so much, and they're staying in the same hole they've been in for the last 15 years without doing something illegal or doing something unethical, without doing simply business. It must be that they're doing something. The reality is, we're not. You want to continue saying bad things, creating claims? Bechabod. I actually thank you for it, because every single time you say something bad about me, all of the mitzvot that you've made, which Hashem only knows if you've actually made any, but nonetheless, whatever few you actually made, will go to my account anyway. So thank you very much for the bad report and the bad names and the bad videos. You continue doing it. The reality is, Rabotai, we do these videos for the sake of the public. Anyone that wants to learn is welcome to learn. Anyone who doesn't want to learn, wants to go learn heresy, goes to Asher Meza. You can find his name in one of his many heretical pages. The reality is, Rabotai, is that it's important to clarify things to the public, because sometimes people fall trapped to some of these Reshaim because it looks like they know what they're talking about. It looks like they're trying to help people, but quite frankly, I don't have 100% proof. Like, I'm not going to claim like I do, but I do have legitimate proof of text messages, no actual financial transactions, that they do, on the other hand, actually do what they blame me. But that's a different story. So the reality is, Rabotai, is that it's important to show what you are and what you're not. If you're doing work, you want to charge for it, by all means, charge for it. And as long as you're honest and you have integrity and you're clear about it, there's no problem in charging for whatever work that you do. But if you're not charging and people say that you are, if you're doing all the work for free and people say that you're doing it for money, it is something that's a little bit annoying, to say the least. But nonetheless, you have to make sure that people know. Now, For the few people who have not watched the conversion videos that we have a 4-part series for our conversion series, which we did years ago, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. In that video, and probably other videos as well, that I discuss conversion, I discussed the fee of the Bedin. That simple. It's at that time it was around $2,000 or so. Baruch Hashem, we've succeeded in getting a few people discounts. Some people have had heavy discounts where they would get, if it was a family, we'd get a few people in for a much lesser price, even half the price. But nonetheless, it's not a fee that goes to us. It goes to the Bedin. The Bedin has a right to charge a fee. Why? They have lights, they have water, they have sewage, they have employees, they have stuff to pay for. You want to convert, you have to pay the money. You don't want to convert, don't convert. It's nothing wrong with them charging money. But to say that we're the ones that's taking the money is completely obnoxious. Completely obnoxious. So again, the offer increases, doesn't stand, it increases. $50,000 for anyone that can provide proof. Proof. We charge $10,000 or $5,000 or $2,000 or $1. $1, here you go. $1 I charge for conversion, bechavod.
It's at least $10,000. 10,000.
The 10,000 levels.
10,000.
10,000?
$10,000.
For $10,000, $10,000 to $20,000.
$10,000.
$10,000 a
This, Rabotai Karim, is an offer that will stand, and we'll see what kind of jokes they make of themselves from doing it. But the question is, why is it that they're hating? Why is it that someone that claims to be a Jew, which is a different story of its own, someone that claims to be a Jew, why would they have a problem with what we're doing? They're saying, oh, we're talking against good rabbis. What good rabbis? Rabbis that make fun of the Torah, bring Christian missionaries to their synagogues and put the entire community in danger, rabbis that distort the Torah. What rabbis do we make fun of? These are rabbis that you're calling out. We're only saying what the Rambam would say. We're only saying what the Poskim would say. People that are distorting the Torah, that put Klal Yisrael in danger, that's who we're going against. Simple. Those are the people that we go against. We don't make fun of people personally usually, just because there's really nothing, no value there, unlike these clowns. But nonetheless, it's important to know that all of these different things that we're doing, every time I say something, I have to get rabbinical approval. Why? Because like a good little boy, I have to go to my rabbi, I ask if I have an idea, or he has an idea, or anything else, we discuss it, we see what's good, what's bad. Sometimes we have to go even other rabbis for second, third, fourth, and fifth opinions, but nonetheless, we always try to tell you things that we're 100% sure of. Unlike these people that just throw things into the wind and just simply decide someone told them something, or someone called them, or someone said this, or someone said that, and therefore they're going to believe it. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to verify things. When I was on Wall Street, almost 20 years on Wall Street, people would come up to me and tell me, listen, I have this stock idea. Okay, great. What's the stock idea? And they'd throw some symbol at me. And I said, okay, great. 3-letter symbol, 4-letter symbol, 1-letter symbol. Thank you very much. What's the idea? Oh, that's the idea. That's not an idea. That's it's 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters. That means nothing to me. Give me the idea. Give me proof. Give me evidence. Give me research. Give me some type of work you've invested into why this is a good idea. Just telling me that A is a good company, which by the way is for Agilent Technologies, by the way, that's I don't know if they're still in business, but nonetheless, it's a company that we invested in 15, 20 years ago. So telling me that Agilent is a good company, or B, or C, or ABC, or SIE, or whatever it is something good, doesn't mean anything. You have to give me research. You have to give me some type of evidence, some type of proof that what you have is worth something. These people are not even, I can't even call them amateurs. If they worked for me on Wall Street, they'd get fired within 5 minutes. Fired within 5 minutes. You're telling me that you're going to make videos to make fun of somebody and blame them or accuse them of doing something simply out of thin air? Yes. And that's exactly the whole point of everything. Why is it the whole point of everything? Because that's exactly what they do with the Torah. What they do to what they've done to me personally, the whole reason I'm mentioning it today is because that's what they do to the Torah. If you notice, I don't know if anybody watches these people's videos, simply they have 5, 10, maybe maybe 15 sources they keep mentioning over and over and over again for 15 years. 15 years, the same 15 sources. Maybe they learned one source a year. That's it. There's literally more sources mentioned in a single shiur in any of our shiurim than these people mentioned in 15 years. But the reality is, the crowd doesn't notice it because the crowd they have are ignorant people who don't know any better and like to socialize. They like to chit-chat. They like to talk. They like somebody telling them that everything is okay and whatever their beliefs are. Whether they're Christian idol worshippers or they're something else, doesn't make a difference. And it's important to know, Rabotai Karim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't like this type of people. Why? Because when you take his entire ocean of Torah and you simply summarize it with 15 different things, and you simply summarize it with just a handful of things that you learn, and you just decide this is the whole Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you've taken my Torah and just simply thrown it in the garbage. And that's what such people do.